We're live.
We're live.
We're live, and now our mics are on. Good morning.
There we go. Oh, I gotta move my mic. I was told yesterday I couldn't be heard too well.
So,
and I went back.
Rookie
and watched
mistake.
Myself. Oh well, I've only been using a microphone for 40 years.
Amateur.
Okay, you guys confirming we're on? Everybody confirming?
Oh, it just popped up.
I think
It just
so.
popped up. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. It says chat, so I'll hit chat.
Definitely want the chat.
And then continue at SN. And then it's going somewhere else. Okay. I want to keep the chat going. So
Oh, definitely. We're figuring it out.
Oh, here it is, chat.
Yay.
And it says now events live. Good.
Perfect. All right. I
Day
think we
two.
got it.
I'm getting it.
So the other mic is on it. Mic 2 is on it.
Yeah, the other mic.
And mic 1 is on vacation.
Mike's on vacation.
Yep. Cruising. Hopefully staying on top of the water.
Well,
Right.
yeah, just got life preservers, so
Yeah, right.
keep them up.
Where's he going? The Caribbean? Just down, like, do
There's
we even know?
3 islands he's going to,
Okay.
and I guess 2 of them are owned by Carnival.
Oh, okay. Oh, Carnival. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
going to the circus.
Yes. Going to the circus. That's cool.
So
Nice. I'm a
now
little jealous.
I'm still lost. So, obviously, because I didn't do the countdown because
Oh, no countdown.
it wasn't on the screen like it was yesterday. So I
Uh-oh.
didn't know where to find it.
No
I'll-
countdown.
I'll chat with Mike later on text or something. And we'll figure out that.
I know. You better catch him before he's not going to have Wi-Fi.
Well, he's got
He'll have
certain times.
access.
I'll have access for a little while.
So, anyone who got Mega Millions, check your tickets.
Mega Millions?
Mega Millions.
Oh,
There was a $40,000 winning ticket sold in Connecticut. So anybody
40,000.
40,000, but nobody won the big
Hey,
prize.
Paul, that's not enough to buy Jewish.
No,
No, 40,000. No,
no, I'm afraid
unfortunately,
Jewish City still belongs to Jewish City.
no. It belongs to the residents, Paul.
Yeah. I didn't like that new building anyway.
Listen, I've been cleaning that new building. That building, it's deceptively large on the inside.
Well, we know. We've been in there for a long
Yeah.
time.
It's and then cleaning it. Oh gosh, but yeah. So $40,000 ticket sold in Connecticut. I don't know what other states this is in. I know it's in a few other states, but so that nobody won the big whatever it was, $1 billion or
mega.
whatever. Yeah. So winning numbers 8, 24, 30, 45, and 61. Mega Ball was 12. Mega Plier was X4 times 4, whatever that means. I don't know. I know nothing about lottery. But now it's up to 1.25 billion.
Okay, Griswold. I'm going to be buying
What was
that
number
too.
again?
1.25 billion with a B.
Billion.
With a
Billion.
B.
Oh, gee.
No
Not quite
winner.
enough to buy Twitter.
No, no.
Got to sell all the numbers before it'll go, probably.
Yeah. Yep. So last night's numbers 8, 24, 30, 45, 61 with Mega Ball 12. And the Mega Plier was times 4. The odds of winning it 1 in 302.6 million.
Okay.
Those are your odds.
Those are pretty good odds.
Yeah, I mean it's all right.
How many million people in the United States?
Yeah, about that, right?
Yeah, about one person's going to
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So a sole winner who opts for lump sum payment would receive an estimated $625 million if they won for a lump sum.
A lump sum.
If they went for a lump sum, that's what they would get after tax.
So you could
after taxes.
almost spend $1 million a day for close to 2 years, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I can't, my brain doesn't even, can't wrap my head around that type of money.
That's why I don't play the lottery. Because if
I
I
don't
won, I
either.
would go, I don't know what to do.
Oh, my first thing would be calling a lawyer. I'd be on the phone with a lawyer immediately.
Well, the more money you have, the more you have to worry about. So.
That's you're right. Yep. But you know what? With that kind of money, I'd pay someone else to worry about it for me.
Yeah, but a lot of times that's where things go wrong is when you pay someone else.
Very true.
They
Very
take
true.
a little more than you want them to be
that
paid.
definitely happens for sure. So this is the last time somebody claimed a jackpot for this game was April 18th.
Wow.
And the next drawing is Friday at 11 p.m.
Oh, so
So you got another shot, Paul.
yeah, I got another shot.
You got the mega ball.
I got the mega ball, but I ain't got the regular numbers.
You didn't get any of the other ones.
What's it cost?
A ticket?
I think I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't know.
I haven't bought a lottery ticket.
Are they still? Last I knew they were a buck.
two-
Are they still
two-
a buck?
35 years.
No, these
Like $2.
tickets are like 2, and if you buy the multiplier, it's like $3 a pop.
Okay.
I don't really buy them that often either.
Yeah, but for
Yeah.
that number, you don't mind losing a couple bucks.
Hey,
What's the multiplier do for you? Get you even more.
I don't know what it does.
I'm gonna say if you got
Multiplies
them
it.
all, but I'm
Yeah.
saying if you got, or it multiplies all the non.
I don't think it doubles it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does.
I don't understand any of that stuff. I just remember being younger, my parents would just go up and ask for a quick pick, and that would be it. They would, and that it was $1, and there you go, done.
Well, that's the
But-
Connecticut lottery.
Yeah, just the
those I think
plain.
is still a buck.
Is it?
I think so.
When my son turned 18, he was like, "Let's go buy lottery tickets, scratch offs," and I'm like, "Okay." So he went. I'm like, "You're using your own money." He went, bought like $20 worth of scratch offs, scratched them all off right there on the roof of his car in the parking lot. Not one winner. And he goes,
Yeah.
"Now what do I do?" And I'm like, "Throw them away." I was like, "You just lost $20."
Yeah, just
I was like,
set
that's
it on fire.
that's
throw it
what
away.
gambling is. And he's like, "Well, this sucks. I'm not doing that again." I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, because you don't really
That's good.
want to buy 20 tickets constantly together
Right.
because you're not going to get 20 winners.
Right. No.
You want to kind of like split them up.
And then he did. He split them all up, but still, it was just,
Yeah.
it's luck of the draw.
I know a
Yeah.
gentleman who does that. He goes to buys different ones at the stop, but then he goes to multiple stops and buys multiple ones.
Ugh.
So he's buying a lot.
Oh my god! Or you stuck behind people who buy them, scratch them, and then they turn them in, and then they're like, "Oh, I want with my winnings, I want to buy this,
yeah.
that," and then they're in line holding everybody up because they're trying to
Yep.
turn in all their lottery tickets and
Yeah.
buy more.
It's not a convenience store when someone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's the opposite of convenient at that point. But so yeah, check your tickets. Somebody in Connecticut's got a $40,000 winner.
Well, I'm sure it's not here.
No, definitely not me. I didn't buy a ticket.
Like
But
they say, if you don't play, you can't win. So,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd forget. Maybe I'll try to buy one this week, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean,
I ain't got till Friday.
years
Yeah.
ago, I don't know if you can still do it. I know years ago, my stepmother, when I was like 21 for her birthday, bought me set of numbers for the weekly lottery, but she bought 52 for the whole year. One shot.
Oh,
I don't know if you can do that anymore.
that's interesting.
So I had the same paper every week. Every
Oh, so it was the same set of numbers
Same
every
set of
week?
numbers
Oh,
every
okay,
week for the whole
gotcha.
year.
Oh,
I
I
know
didn't know
she-
you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't. She did it. Like I said, this long time.
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Um,
Pretty cool.
but yeah, I thought it was cool. I just watched them every week and never got anything.
But yeah. So, and then in other news, 95, I think most people now know about this, but 95 down in Niantic, they're blasting in East Line between 9:15 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. this morning. It'll be closed.
So it's just 15 minutes.
Well, that's just this morning. So
Oh,
they
okay.
can close it, I guess, for a couple different times between 9:30 and 1:30 or something. I forget what it
Oh, okay.
actually
So you
was.
never
but-
know between that time.
Yeah, so you gotta. They suggest that you sign up for daily alerts from the DOT. So
Oh,
you can
okay.
Google Connecticut DOT and sign up for daily alerts if you're traveling that route often and need to stay on top of when it'll be closing. And that's a big, obviously heavily traveled area. Any of us who live around here know that that's
Yeah,
a
it's
pain in the
already-
butt area, even without construction. So
Yeah, that bad time because of the wine beaches down there.
Yeah.
That's where all the beaches are.
it's,
Yep. So just if you need to be anywhere, check that first because you're probably going to be sitting in traffic.
get there early.
Yeah. Yep. So
Especially people going back to New York.
yeah.
Yeah.
All the beach traffic and people who flying out of Tweed now
Oh
on
yeah.
Velo
Oh yeah.
and yeah. So I mean, or anybody even if they're trying to get to TF Green, if they're trying to go north 95 north.
Oh, coming the
from-
other way.
from south. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it says the blasting schedule take place Monday through Thursdays for a period of 6 to 8 weeks. There'll be no
Yeah.
blasting on Fridays.
Yeah, and you can't get across 82 bridge because I thought that bridge is kind of messed up too,
Oh,
right?
is
The
it?
one across the Connecticut River on 82. And what is it next to East Hampton? Not Hampton.
Oh yeah, the not Aragoni, that's Middletown. I know which one you're talking about.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
Haddam, the
Haddam.
Haddam Bridge.
The Haddam Bridge. I
Oh, I
thought that
didn't
one
know.
was closed too.
Is it?
Because they're working on that one.
Jeez.
So you don't want to go that way either.
Well, if you go that way, then you can go along the water and then you're across the river.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I think that's
it's
messed up.
basically just stay home.
Good excuse.
Just
stay
can't get
home.
across that river.
Yeah, just
I don't know if we got on too early or what happened, but I got no chats. Nobody even said hello.
uh-oh, that's not good.
Unless I got this, set up wrong. It could be. Because I'm looking
Uh-oh.
at, wait a minute, I'm looking at
You have the
yesterday's.
chats on?
I got the list of them in front of me, and did I turn it on? No, I did not turn it on. There we go. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people gotta, they can't help me if I don't let them help me.
Right? So now the chats are on. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll get it. We'll get it figured out. So so there's your morning news. Traffic and nobody won the Mega Millions.
And downtown Jewett City is as busy as always.
Is buzzing.
Car every 30 seconds.
Yes. Trucks and cars. And,
About every 30 seconds we'll see them
Yeah.
go by here. And you can
Yeah.
see the
Peaches will drive
Yes, sir.
by with his radio in a little while.
Yeah, and we found Mike's car. It's located outside of it's in the parking lot of the prison down there in Montville.
Corrigan.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's visiting somebody or what, but
Return
either
himself
that or
in
he's
for
going to the
something.
dispensary across the street. I'm not quite sure.
He's on vacation.
on vacation.
Well, that's what he says.
We're just pretending he's on a cruise.
On vacation, he's doing his time.
Doing his-
I think we need to go take care of his garden. I really like
well,
that idea.
yeah,
that
just
was pretty
adding some
Just help
exotic
yourself.
fruits and vegetables.
I mean, he's
to-
going to be gone for 10 days. He's never going to know anybody picked the garden.
No.
Right? Because it'll grow again within 10 days.
Yeah.
So if you want some tomatoes, cucumbers,
and
help yourself.
and when you're standing at his garden and you look up to the right, there's a small window that goes into the pantry, and that camera does work.
Oh,
I installed it.
that's right. We can just cover the window.
You gotta- so-
Just
and then
cover the window. That's easy enough to do.
I know he installed 4 cameras plus the ring in that place. When he moved
Just
in.
put a
That's all
mask.
right. That's just a minor little hiccup. We can handle that.
Yeah, we'll
That's
just wear
fine.
masks. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know about you,
Cover
but
up our
did
license
you
plates.
see all those cars outside this house this morning?
Yeah.
What the hell is there? A party going on?
Well,
Ours outside his house.
Yeah.
he went with. I don't know. Did they all go together?
Well,
I know he went
well,
with some other folks.
Melissa's car's there. Mike's car's there.
No, Mike's car's not there.
Yeah, these are on the road. They're parked on the road.
On the road?
Mhm.
Mike's car's not
Yeah, I don't
around.
know. It might be Samantha or Megan, one of them.
Oh, on
And
the on the
Cameron's
side
car?
road.
Yeah.
Cameron's car. Her
Yeah.
son's on there, and then behind Cameron's car, guess what is my car?
Oh,
Because
I thought yours was in the garage.
well, we got off the air yesterday. I got a phone call, and they were saying, "Oh, we don't have enough time to fix it today. Could you bring it back another day?"
Oh.
The job's a little bigger than we thought it was going to be. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, okay, I'll have to
no.
reschedule it. So Mike took me right up after the show yesterday to get my car.
Oh my god.
So- I drove to his house, parked my car there, and took his car here.
that stinks.
No, his car's down in Montville.
Yeah, Corrigan.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that means if it's a bigger job than they thought, that means it's going to be a bigger bill than you
That's
thought.
the thing. I got to save a little more money.
Well, you're getting big bucks for this big.
Yeah.
gig.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. When you multiply anything by 0,
Oh, yeah. So we know how it feels. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
but that's that's me and Mike. It's
I
always
went
been
out to
that way.
dinner with him. What he gave me.
Nice.
I got a toothpick in the water.
You toothpick it all. You didn't throw some ketchup in it? And
Oh
stir it
yeah,
up?
well that's tomato juice.
Oh, tomato juice. Okay.
Oh my god. So do you guys do vacations? Because I'm horrible with planning vacations.
Oh, I love my vacation once a year.
Yeah.
Once a
Do you
year,
always go away, go do
go to
something?
New Hampshire
Oh,
to
I
the
love-
White Mountains.
Love New
because
Hampshire.
the first time I went in 1987, I definitely decided I was born in the wrong location. I love the White Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, up there's Clark's Performing Bears, there's
Mhm.
Santa's Village, there's Starryland,
That's
Wait,
still
wait.
there.
Yeah.
Whale's Tail,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Six
yeah.
Gun City.
and Six Gun City has closed.
Is it gone now?
Yeah, it's gone. The
Oh,
campground next to it, Jefferson Campground, is still there.
Okay.
But yeah, I go up there every year for 4, sometimes 5 days a year.
Yeah.
And I tell my kids for years, I'm going. Jump in if you want to come.
Mm-hmm.
And they do. They've been going every year. But now the granddaughters were starting over again. So now we're taking them to. We took them to Santa's Village this year. Last year was Storyland. The year
Yeah.
before was Santa's Village, and we hit Clark's Performing Bears
Mm-hmm.
every year because they have those old-fashioned dress-up clothes and sepia type.
Yes, the pictures.
Pictures.
Yeah.
So we get that done, and we take the train and the Wolfman and all.
Do they
that
still
stuff.
do that?
Oh yeah.
Because I know the original Wolfman's no longer there, so it's a different Wolfman.
Since I've been going quite a long time, this is the third gentleman.
Yeah.
They have a more modern vehicle. The older vehicle, which got tired. Now the kids, they made it so the kids can actually climb in it and get pictures.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I like.
You go there for the kids or for yourself?
I know.
Kind of wondering.
I never wanted one.
He knows a lot about
He
it.
does.
I took it for the kids, but no, I like New Hampshire. I like going up to the White Mountains.
Yeah.
I could sit up there for weeks and just do nothing.
Yeah,
It's
New Hampshire's
fantastic.
nice. I like New Hampshire, but I suck at planning vacations. We're usually like a last minute kind of, oh, let's do this in a couple weeks and then plan it. And I know people who like plan stuff out months or a year ahead of time. I'm not one of those people.
The only thing I do is make the reservations for either the campground. Well, this year because they were predicting thunderstorms, we moved it into a hotel.
Oh yeah.
And then when we get up there, we're like, well, we've been up here so many times, we know what's up here. Well, let's worry about it when we get up there and we'll decide what we want to do then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you got to be careful because if you get up there, especially this time of year, you'd be lucky if you get a spot to
Mhm.
sleep.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I always try to go the week after 4th of July
Oh.
because that's the busy week. And then all of a sudden it
dies
starts to
down.
dies down. And then after a week or so later, all of a sudden it gets busy again. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the time I prefer to go up.
Now, do you guys go away at all? I know with the cats and everything. Do you have someone there that can take care of all that? What? No.
No, me.
That- Really? Oh,
Okay.
that stinks.
Yeah.
When you guys
stinks.
chat me up here because I'm not getting anything. I might not
Yeah,
have
we're
done
kind of
this right.
stuck.
No
Kinda stuck.
chats.
No chats.
Nobody's interested in us.
Oh, they're like, oh, Mike one's gone. Forget it.
Yeah, I know. They found out yesterday, and that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's on.
there you go. I just put in a comment.
What am I supposed to be on?
So none of the chats are showing up, huh?
Well, let's see. We got Restream.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's comments. They're just over on the side.
Where on the side?
On here, I can see them popping up.
You can see them. I probably got the wrong screen.
Somebody, Facebook user, whoever that is. If you like mountains, you would love where I live.
Oh,
The plot thickens by day 6. Y'all will move his house. Yep. Oh, Daryl says we're here just listening. Yeah, I don't know. The
okay.
chats are popping up in a different section.
See,
So I can see them on this end, but
wow.
only on this one platform. So if anyone's using other platforms, I don't see those.
what platform?
I'm on Minarski's page,
Oh,
but I know he puts them on a bunch of different.
does he?
Yeah.
Because I got. Let's see. It says Restream, and then it says SNSN Radio. It's the only two I have. here.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to Restream, and that's probably not it.
We'll
Maybe
get
a
it. We'll get it figured out.
Oh, wait a minute. What
By
do
the
we got?
time he comes home.
Oh, Kathy. Oh.
Yes, that's me.
Where's that chat? Okay. It popped. Okay, I had to
that's
just
Rachel.
redo it. Okay. Yeah, if you like the mountains, you would love where I live.
Yeah.
And okay.
And I think that's Rachel.
That's
Because
Rachel.
it's coming up as Facebook user.
Yeah.
For some
okay.
reason.
Oh,
but-
yeah, because he says it's Rachel up
Yep.
top. Okay. Yep.
And she's the North Carolina, South Carolina
okay.
version, I think.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh well.
We'll get it. Little hiccups, but
The plot thickens.
yeah.
By day 6, y'all will move into his house.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually. I was there this morning because I was taking his dogs out for a walk.
Oh yeah.
and
Howie and Henry.
Howie and Henry, and then I'll be there this afternoon, and then probably later this evening to do that again. So, and then in the evenings I hang around for about 4 or 5 hours, so the dogs don't have to be penned up, and they
Aw,
can just run around a little bit, and I watch a little TV and hang out with them. So
that's cool.
that's that's my routine with them,
Very cool.
Wow.
taking care of his puppies.
Hmm. That's cute.
So,
So
thank you everybody for being patient with me about that chat thing. Okay, It
Looks
says
like we got it.
Facebook users, but I'm not getting any others but Facebook users.
well, Facebook that had Mike sometimes has to like
Oh,
go
wait a
and
minute. No,
look up
from-
something.
I just realized I'm looking at yesterday's. It all says Facebook user yesterday.
Does it?
So everybody who commented, I believe, let me look through the history. Yeah, everybody who commented yesterday was on Facebook. So we're doing Facebook. If you're listening, please comment on Facebook. That's where I'm at.
I think he has different pages though that he's usually on for Facebook because it'll be
Oh.
on his page, SNSN page, I think, and I'm not
Oh.
sure. I don't know how he does it. I just show up and talk. I don't know anything
Us,
on that
that's-
side.
Hey, that's what I do too, but you know. All right. So what else is happening in the world?
Oh, geez, in the world,
Talk about something.
gosh, I have no idea.
You never know
I
what's
was
gonna
trying to look up. So I'm lucky enough that my work is sending me to Vegas for a couple of days. So in September, but I was looking to extend it and find something outside of Vegas to do. And so I'm looking for other ideas. Like I know Utah, there's something like up St. George, Zion National
It's
Park.
quite a while. It's got to drive.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it was like 3 hours or something when I just did a quick search, but looking
Well-
for something because we're not gamblers. I mean, Vegas is fun and all, but we're just not gamblers. So we're looking for other things outside, and we've never seen like Hoover Dam and stuff like that.
You can drive to Hoover Dam pretty easy. It's just take one of the roads down. We've done that before. You can
Okay.
drive down to Hoover Dam if you have a car. You can go into Red Rock Canyon, drive around there.
I would love to do that. Is that nearby? Close
Yeah,
enough?
it's a little ways to drive to, but you can go to it and you can drive around. You drive into the park and you can get out, look at the rocks, get
I've
off.
seen those
Yeah.
pictures. I would love to do that. Red Rock Canyon.
Yeah, you can do Red Rock Canyon.
I don't know if you guys. I'm over here laughing. reading
What?
the comments.
Oh, are they good?
This show is much better when Mike's on vacation.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Oh.
And Daryl's here. Daryl's here, but he's listening.
oh
Yeah,
my
he's listening.
god.
Yeah,
Oh, don't let Mike know that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's too late
I
now.
wonder who his Facebook user is.
yeah.
That's awesome. I don't know why the names aren't
It's
popping up.
probably
That's
Rachel.
weird.
Probably
Yeah,
right.
the other thing you can do is you can take a helicopter to the Grand Canyon.
From Vegas?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You were saying you and your son did that, right?
Grandson did
Grandson,
that. Yeah, you can. It's probably maybe 10 or 15 minutes away from the strip, and you basically just go down there. The helicopters are there. You get down. I mean, they take you over the Hoover Dam, over the lake, and then take you into the Grand Canyon. Not the Arizona side. It'll be more towards
Like the west side, like
Yeah,
the
the
west
Utah
rim?
side.
Okay.
And they drop you down into the canyon. You get out. They have some snacks. They have champagne for you to drink.
No kidding.
Yeah, you can walk around a little bit.
Oh, I gotta. All right, I
Yeah.
gotta write that down. We need to
Yeah.
do that.
And then
That would be
and then
cool.
they fly you back. And then on the way back, they'll fly you over the strip. So you can really
That
and then what
is
they other
so
do is they
cool.
actually take a video of it.
Oh, so you got
Really?
memories of it all.
Yeah, so if you want to buy the video, you have the video because there's a camera on the front of the helicopter. So it gets all of the stuff.
All the
You get a
scenery.
different perspective of
Right.
the canyon going into it from the other direction than you do from the Arizona side. Because on the Arizona side, you just drive into the park and then you get out and you walk on the ledges and things like that. Yeah.
I
So
wonder how much something like that is. How long ago
So-
was it that you did it?
3 or 4 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's still there.
Wow.
Yeah.
But at least you know you can get that memory out of it. You know, you hate to go up
Yeah.
and gonna, you know, and have a great time and have the wonderful service, and then at the end, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were there shortly after they did the shooting was up there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Remember the shooting they had from the
Yes,
guy
yep.
shooting out of the hotel?
oh yes.
Yeah, we were there shortly after that, and it's pretty much turned into a gravel pit now. They just destroyed. They wanted to go
Across
there.
the street from it, I remember it being like that. It
Oh,
was
I
just
love-
like all fenced off and just
Yeah,
nothing
I
there.
don't mean to keep interrupting you guys, but
No,
I'm
go
loving
for
these
it.
chats.
The comments. That's what I'm saying. The comments are like the best
and the
part of the
show's
show.
better without Mike was not from Rachel. It was from Kevin Cunningham.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Oh,
That's great, Kevin.
my
Thank you very
God.
much.
and we don't need any donuts. to
I
survive.
know, right? We don't require donuts.
No,
Oh my gosh, that is. Oh, I hope Mike watches these.
Uh-oh. Someone, I'm not getting a name. I'm assuming this was Rachel. He was on TikTok last night. I'm not sure if you all know he's really gone for a holiday. Is he really gone for a holiday?
Yeah,
I'm telling
he
you,
is. I know. I saw him on TikTok, and I'm like, what
Uncasville.
is he doing?
Uncasville.
Uncasville at the prison.
Yeah, you know, some people get delayed time. Well,
Yeah.
it's down there.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So is this similar to what you did? You think?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Cool. I've never been in a helicopter.
I
That would
never
be
was
so
either.
Cool.
And what they do
Is it scary?
because they usually host like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
And what they do is they move you around. So you start off in the back and then they eventually move you up in the front.
Oh my god.
So you can sit out of the glass window there.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
That
yeah.
sounds like something I wouldn't want to do.
Oh,
No,
No,
so much-
it wasn't that bad.
I'm not
Flying,
into ships,
and then
and
when
I'm
you
not into
when you
flying.
when you're flying over the desert there, you can see wild horses.
yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, and things like that.
Wow.
So do you feel like it was worth
I loved
money?
it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
okay.
Yeah, I had fun with it. And of course, they got the big Ferris wheel downtown.
Yeah.
You can go on.
God, all right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more. I
Yeah.
love that idea.
But
that
even
would be fun.
even I think there's a big Mustang. I mean, not Mustang, but a Ford Mustang place there where you can go and look at all the different Mustangs.
All the cars and
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know if Rich would be into that. That'd be kind of cool. The last time we were there, we went to the Mob Museum
Oh,
because
yeah.
he likes all that kind of like historical, like mobster stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was actually pretty cool. And they had a speakeasy in the bottom,
Yeah.
like in the basement of the building. It was really cool.
Yeah,
So
Mo-
that kind of stuff. But
Yeah, I think Bonnie and Clyde's car was there at one time.
oh,
With the bullet holes and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if it's there anymore, but I thought it was there once. So.
Might have been on tour.
yeah, we have to.
Well, things like that they ship from museum to museum, historical.
I definitely gotta start planning this though, because my
Yeah.
my work covers 2 days of like my stuff and the hotel and all that, but then we have to extend it and try to figure out like how to, what we're gonna do and all the logistics.
Well, that's
of
a
it.
good
So
way
I
to
gotta
do it.
figure
I'm-
it out.
I've done that because I've been to Vegas like 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
with business as
Yeah.
well. And when my wife went with me, I just paid for all her food, paid
Mhm.
for her flight.
Yep.
But the hotel,
Yeah, it's covered.
It's covered because you can do bio.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only thing I told them, I said I'm gonna be in meetings and stuff during the day. So and we're only the work stuff's only Wednesday night through Friday morning. So it's
Yeah.
like very, basically Thursday day and that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm
She
like,
did
you know,
her
on
own thing.
Thursday, you do go do your own thing, go check stuff out that I probably wouldn't be that interested in, go, whatever.
Yeah, just
And while I'm at work doing my team building and meetings and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to extend it. And with Rich being, working for a municipality, he has to accrue his vacation time, like he doesn't just get a couple weeks a year
he's
or
gotta earn
whatever.
it. Yeah.
So we have to be real careful with, all of that because we're going to New Hampshire this weekend. We're going to Florida in September as well. And we were going to try to go out and see his brother in Wisconsin. So we're trying
Oh.
to make sure that he has enough days to play
Sure.
with so we're trying to like plan everything around his normal days off. So he doesn't have to take more vacation time, and I'm lucky my company, there is no vacation time. If you want to go on vacation, you just go. They don't count
Really?
time or anything. You
Yeah.
just, it's a French company. So they think we're crazy that we only take like
They
a
don't
week.
even-
They take all of August off.
Yeah.
Coming up now.
Yeah.
And we're closed our office is closed next week. So
Uh-oh, I
they
pushed the
force
wrong
us to go on vacation.
I pushed the wrong button.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Oh no.
Oh,
Are we
locked
done?
off?
Well, what's happening is I realize now all the comments from Facebook are going directly onto the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday I had to put them on one at a time,
Yep.
but now they're all going the way I got it set up. They're all going on the screen.
That's what I was looking at
But
here.
then there was a little advertisement for Burns Agency in the way for me to read one, and I went to move it, and I actually shut it off, and I don't know how to turn it back
Oops.
on. But just Burns Agency. Sorry.
Burns Agency is scrolling on the bottom as well.
Oh, it is okay. And,
So
and,
it's
and if
still
you look
there.
at my picture behind me, it says Burns Agency
Yep.
also. But I just
We're
wanted to
covered.
make, yeah.
We're covered.
I just people who help you out, you want to make sure you help them back.
Tell Rich to go to the racetrack.
He
They-
doesn't.
You
He
can,
doesn't
I think you can
like
go to
race.
Las Vegas racetrack and you can actually drive a race car.
That's something I would be interested in. He gets so irritated with me that I'm a race car fan, like racing fan. He's like, "Oh, we're just gonna go and watch them turn left for 3 hours."
Well,
You
that's
can do it
I'm
here.
like, I love it. I know. I saw that.
Thompson.
Stafford and yep,
Thompson.
yep, Stafford has it too. That you can drive, and Thompson has the road track there now, right? They have like a road course, not just the circle
Well,
track.
they my wife was up there. She actually did it. We did it twice. Once there was a road course that they put in the parking lot where you went around the cones, and she was
okay.
driving a Ferrari.
Ooh,
The second time in, she was actually driving an actual race car, and she was actually driving around the track.
That's cool. I've never done that. That'd be fun.
But
to
they
do,
wouldn't,
too.
yeah. But they make it go through. You got to put the suit on.
Yeah.
You got to put the helmet on.
Little safety
Climb in through the
briefing or
window all
something.
before, and you really can't pass anybody. They just want you to
Yeah, just drive.
drive around.
That the banking at Thompson is deceivingly pitched.
It's
Very-
pitched.
it-
Oh, it's pitched.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you wouldn't know it
Yeah.
until like if you try to walk on the track and you
Oh, yeah.
realize it's at a good angle.
Well, they tell you when you go there and they teach you have to make the turn at a certain position on the pitch,
Mm-hmm.
and they tell you how to do it.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
When people ask me about sports, all I say is NASCAR.
NASCAR.
That's it,
Yeah.
done. No more.
I love
It's the
NASCAR.
only thing I follow.
Yeah, I love it. We went
Uh,
to the Speed Bowl a few weeks ago, and Rich begrudgingly went because I just absolutely love it. We pull up there and I can just smell the burning rubber.
Oh, you can
and
smell the rubber, yeah.
all the fuel, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is great. I love it.
Yeah, my dad used to take us to the Speed Bowl when we were kids, and
Oh yeah.
well, I think
we'd
yeah.
always watch the Wide World of Sports,
Yep.
Wide World of Sports program every weekend because they might have NASCAR back then. That was
Yeah.
before it was as popular as it is now. But yeah, I grew up with it.
Yeah, Speed Bowl was very, very popular many, many years ago. That was the thing to do
That
on a
was the place to
Saturday.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Saturday night, man, go to the
Those
Speed Bowl.
stands were
Oh.
what we'll sell you the seat, but you'll only use the edge. Was their slogan.
Yeah, that was
And,
very popular.
I used to go to Thursday Night Thunder at
Yeah.
Thompson Speed Bowl
Yeah.
years ago.
I know they have Wild and Wacky Wednesdays at the Speed Bowl.
Yeah.
But back when I think what you're talking about, like back from what I remember was like the 90s, maybe late 80s into the
Yeah.
90s. Terry Eames was running it, and he did a great job from a customer's perspective. But it was great. We'd
Where I
go there
saw
and
Joey
be
Chitwood
Yeah.
Thompson. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I remember
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Stunts they did with the cars were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to take my car on the track up in Thompson. They told me, yeah, we give us 60 grand and we'll let you do it.
What?
Yeah,
Are you
They're
kidding?
covering,
No.
they're covering the lawsuit beforehand.
That's crazy. You think they'd be able to just sign a waiver? Just
No,
sign a
no.
waiver and it's
Gotta
on
pay.
you.
got to pay.
That's weird.
Yeah. Oh well.
And then the
Some drag strips let you do that.
well
I have
years
not
ago,
too many drag strips around here.
No,
years
you don't get in
ago
trouble.
they had burnout competition with people bring their own personal vehicles up on the.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking a long time ago, not anymore.
Yeah.
Before insurances were crazy.
Yeah.
They used to do burnout competitions that were just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Their own personal vehicles. I'm wondering how some of them got them home afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure there was any drag. Used to be one in Colchester, but I don't think there's any around here anymore.
No.
Drag strips.
There was one in Colchester off of 16. I used to be one.
There's one, oh no, I think that's a road course. What's the one that's like grassy? Oh gosh. You'd like sit on a hill to watch everything. I want to say it's up north, maybe Mass border. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, but I think that might be a road course though, not
Yeah.
a drag strip.
No.
But yeah, I'll have to look into that when we're in Vegas. Maybe
Yeah.
that's something
We
we
got
could do.
Joey Logano used to
On the
race
dunes.
at Thompson. when
Like a
he
dune
was
buggy.
kid.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't
he
know that.
did. Joey
I-
Logano's
I
from
didn't know that.
Connecticut. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's from Middletown.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know
he's
he's from Middletown, but I didn't realize he raced at Thompson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, he did.
He's still racing.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it-
I know that.
Yeah, he's still racing.
There's let's just say someone said there's a fire department he can visit to keep himself.
Oh,
amused.
in Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas.
You know what? That is something obviously totally up his alley. Maybe that's what I can push him off onto, like, go visit all the local fire departments and
There you
go
go.
get like they
Hey.
get patches
Yeah, I was
or
gonna say,
stickers or
collect
something.
the patches.
He's
yeah.
not a big patch collector, but I mean, why not? If he's
Well, bring
out
them
there.
back to the department because, like in Plainfield, they got a display case that guys bring them back.
Yeah. That's a cool idea. Maybe I'll have him do,
Yeah,
not
keep
have
him
him do,
busy.
but I can suggest
Yeah, keep them busy.
that'll give him something to do while I'm stuck in meetings all day. Good
Or-
idea.
Or you're at the racetrack.
Yeah. I wish. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, wake up. I don't feel good. I don't think I can come to our team building today. And
I'm not feeling.
You know, there's a way to get out of them.
I got
Trust
heat-
me.
Hey, just tell them I'm in Vegas. I got heat stroke yesterday.
right? Yes.
Well, you,
I-
you just go and you
Yeah.
just walk in there and you see you
Sign
for a little
in,
while.
get my badge to make it look like I've been there, and just I'm gonna run to the ladies' room real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You know what was absolute torture was many years ago. I was in Hawaii for work, You want to talk about torture? We're at the Hilton Hawaiian Village in Hawaii for work for like a 3-day meeting, and it's right on the beach, and we're stuck in these meetings for 3 friggin' days with the water right out floor to ceiling windows. That's all
Really?
we see. Oh my god, it was brutal.
They wouldn't take you anywhere?
We did after the meetings and things, but during the day,
it's like school, you know, the last
Oh.
3 days of school for the kids, and they're all looking at the sunshine and the green grass going,
Oh.
yeah, when this ending?
it was. Let me tell. By the third day, the people that attended the meeting was much lower than it, yeah. But oh my gosh! That was another one where I extended. I'm like, I'm in Hawaii for free. I'm extending it,
Yeah.
a little bit. And
You at the convention center?
nope, it was something I don't remember. It was so long ago now. I just remember Hilton Hawaiian Village, somewhere on that property.
No, I'm talking about when you go to Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. Before I've stayed at Caesars, and we were in whatever ballrooms and stuff they have there. This time we're going to be Venetian
Oh, the Venetian.
Palazzo.
Yep.
Is where we're going to be there.
Yeah.
So, and I've never been. I've walked by it, but
I
I've
go on the
never been there.
gondolas.
Yeah.
Look up at the ceilings.
With all these
The
things,
ceilings are beautiful.
Really?
all these
Oh,
things
yeah.
you're going to do, and you're not much into planning.
I'm not.
How do you
I'm-
get it all done?
Well, so I'm into planning. Like when I know I'm doing something, then I'll plan stuff like to a T. But as far as like planning vacations far in advance, I'm not good with that kind of thing. If I want to go on vacation, I don't want to wait a year. I'm just gonna plan it for maybe a month out or so and take care of it and do it then.
Yeah,
That's my kind of.
well, you can do that in today's world because
Yeah.
it's so easy to communicate with everybody and just give them a card number and boom, boom, it's taken care of.
Yeah. Well, I think was it yesterday? Avelo, for people that are in Connecticut, Avelo just announced that they have a nonstop now to San Juan, Puerto Rico, starting in the fall. I want to say November, maybe. It's a nonstop. So I went on just to check it out to see what the prices were. It was like $100 round trip
Wow.
for San Juan, Puerto Rico. And you
Hey.
don't need for those people who don't have a passport, you don't
need
need
a
one.
passport.
It's a U.S. territory.
Yeah.
So I started looking up resorts, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just book a flight and book a resort for December or January or something. And
Before my granddaughters were born, I was supposed to spend a year in Puerto Rico because I was going to Eastern Connecticut State University, and I was taking Spanish classes and couldn't still to this day. So I wanted to immerse myself into a culture. So I figured, hey, Puerto Rico, I don't have to get passport or anything, go down there and live there for a year. And there was job offerings that I could do to teach the basic skills, because I already had my associate's in early childhood education, so I could get a job, not paying much, but just something to support myself for that year. But unfortunately, grandkids came along and life changed. And
that happens.
like I said, when something doesn't quite work out, it's okay because something better came along.
That's it. It works out in other ways. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. When I was in Mexico, gosh, for my honeymoon many 20 something years ago, I learned more in that 1 week we were there as far as Spanish goes than I did in the 4 years of high
'Cause
school.
you got to immerse yourself in the
Yeah.
culture.
By the end of the week, I was understanding it. I was able to speak it a little bit. I mean, it being
It doesn't
in
give
it.
you an out to say, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
And if you get really stuck now, what's nice is you go to Google Translate and go, okay, I'm a little stuck.
Yeah,
on this one.
Google Translate.
It'll help you
Love
out
it.
a little bit. I mean, it doesn't help you out perfectly because of different cultures have
And
different
different
ways,
dialects and things,
how
yeah.
to say things and terms they use. But Rachel says when she plans vacations, now she just heads somewhere, stop where you want, just go, do
Yeah.
a road trip
Really,
type
yeah.
thing and just go. And,
Yep.
and that, I'd love to do that, but I wouldn't want to do it by myself.
Yeah, I've done a lot of traveling by myself just because of work stuff. But
Well, that's- yeah.
it's and you're planning for it, but you obviously have help planning because you have your your work people
You gotta-
helping out with that.
yeah,
But
You got to do work.
yeah, but I mean I think that's kind of along the lines of like I know we're going to Vegas and I'm like I just want to find things to do there,
You will.
and that's something that we can both that we've never done before. And it's like I said, we've been to Vegas a few times too, and it's the strip is fun, but it's like okay,
Yeah.
been there, done that.
Yeah.
Let's see something else.
No, you're right.
So and and then we're gonna go to Florida, and that's just visiting family, like a long weekend type of thing. And then New Hampshire, we're going to New Hampshire this weekend. That'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. Lake
Yeah.
Winnipesaukee.
That's
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah,
that's my happy place. I love that place.
that's nice.
Oh, love it. Love it. Luckily, we have
Um,
friends that invited us up.
What's the arcade?
Fun spot.
Fun Spot. Yeah, we do this one. We this year because it was so much thunder and lightning. We went down to the Fun Spot.
That's
for
where
a
you
day.
go in a training.
Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, it was packed.
Yeah.
Everybody had a great time. The kids were fantastic.
Yep.
They loved it. Yep.
Nice little ice cream place across the street too.
And a 5-year-old granddaughter, Maggie, she loved it's a fishing game. Just push the button and you aim the little spear to hit the little fish on the video game, and she just went crazy for that. She was just, no, I don't want to change. Okay, well,
Aw. Hey, yeah, that's what she
was-
liked, and that's
that-
what she
was into
wanted.
it. And the family's bowling. She doesn't want to bowl. She tried it and didn't want to bowl because there's a bowling alley there. So she's over with me and we're doing the video game and she's loving it. And then the 7-year-old Felicity, she's like into every little thing. You know, she wants to learn every little thing. They've tried so many different things. So
How old are they?
5 and 7, and they
Those are
got
fun
totally
ages.
different personalities on how they look at
Mhm.
things. So it's nice to see that they're very individual.
Those are fun ages, though. They're
Oh.
they're old enough that they can kind of do their own thing, and they like what they do. You can interact with them,
Yep.
and I mean, that's
Well, that's
those are
part of
good
the reason
ages.
why I got my associates in early child education is because I like working with kids between 5 and 8.
Oh, okay.
That is that is the time where I feel I can have fun with them.
Mhm.
Anybody's when I was helping out a lot, volunteering at Shepherd Hill School in Plainfield, how come the kids listen to you so well? Well, I treat them like I do my own kids. I don't, I just give them the respect as much as I can and talk to them and find out what they want to do and how they're feeling and what's going on. And okay, let's see what we can do about that. So
Mm.
that was the whole big thing. But my granddaughters just love it because the first 3 years that the 5-year-old Maggie was on, I was babysitting because my daughter was going to college.
Oh, yeah.
So I was babysitting them 4 to 5 days a week for 3
Wow.
years.
That's a lot.
So they got to
Jeez.
know me quite well, and I got to know them. So it's fantastic. When we go on vacation, they're very comfortable, and I can talk to them, and they don't like, okay, I'm not sure. Because,
Yeah.
grandparents, if you don't see the kids as much, they're not sure
Yep.
how to, but it works out well for me.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if we'll go to Fun Spot, but we're having more of an adult little getaway. But oh yeah, I think this might be Rachel. Supposed to go to Atlantic City for supervisor training. Lucky me, I got the first year. They decided to go in house. That
Oh, no.
sucks. That sucks. Oh.
Yeah, looking forward because you hear about this company and you get going, and it's like, oh, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I took the job. But anyways,
We were all hoping we were going to. So my company's based in France, and they just
Oh.
moved. They just opened up a new site over there, about from what I understand, an hour south or so of Paris. So we were there. It was like this huge grand opening and this whole big thing, and we were like, "Oh, maybe we're gonna be able to go to Paris. Send us over, send us over." And of course, that didn't happen.
that reminds me of my son-in-law. He works for a company that makes video games,
Mm.
and they have people around the world creating the same video game. So they have to test them. Well, after 7-8 years of working for the company, my son-in-law decided he'd like to open his own company testing those games before they go out to the market. So his boss invested hopefully to help him start, and he's got a couple of people working with him, and they test the games to make sure that when here in the United States go and say, I don't understand because this person from Japan tried their best, but it doesn't quite flow. So that's what they're doing. And I mean,
Interesting.
a lot of times, in-laws don't get along. The mother-in-law jokes from years ago and stuff like that. But I have been blessed with a son-in-law that is amazing. He works 80 hours a week to support his family.
Ooh.
He doesn't leave home. He's got a little office there in the same building they live in, the house they rent. It's a big, huge old farmhouse. And he works 80 hours a week and works his butt off. But he still has time. He takes the time to go to concerts with the girls and my
Aw.
daughter. And he's just very much involved with the
Wow,
family
that's
too.
awesome.
And he reads some bedtime stories almost every night when he can, when he doesn't have a meeting at a time, which doesn't happen too often. But he has meetings sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning because he's talking to someone in Japan or talking to someone in
Yeah.
France or Brazil. So he's a 24-hour businessman, but he's just a
Yeah.
great guy. And I mean, a lot of times you sit there and you hope the best for your kids, and I lucked out.
That's awesome.
Good.
Yeah, that's, as a parent, that's what you hope for, as your kids grow older and go off and do their own thing. So my son yesterday, anyone who's following along with the Nick Chronicles here, so he, the Bison guy, offered him to come and check out, construction job yesterday. So here he is, 18 years old, coming to check out a construction job. He was on the site yesterday, 6:30 to 3:30. Said he absolutely loved it. He was, the grunt, gopher, whatever, but he totally expected that anyway. So he was fine. He said all the guys were really cool and he loved the work and he was busy the entire day and it was great. And so I think he's going to, go work for this guy. But then he was supposed to have firehouse training last night. And I looked at 360 and saw he wasn't at fire department training last night. So I called him and said, "Hey bud, how come you're not there?" "Oh, Mom, I'm so tired. Mom, I got up at 4:30 this morning, said to feed the animals on the farm. And then I had to go to work and it was a long day, Mom. And I'm tired. And like, well, I thought you wanted to do big boy stuff. You can't just go to work and that's it. That's not big boy stuff."
How old is he?
18.
18. Yeah, that was a 16-hour day when I was 18.
Yeah.
Now it's like 5, but
Yeah.
it was a 16-hour day when I was 18. Easy.
That's
Not a
it.
problem.
It was cracking me up. He's like, "Mom, I'm not talking about this. I'm going back to bed. I'm laying down." I'm like, okay.
Well, he had to get up early to start feeding the
Yeah, I'm like,
working on the farm.
I was like, well, that's, you had firehouse training and last night's training's connected to whatever they're doing next Tuesday. So I'm like, well, you're supposed to go tonight so that you're ready for next Tuesday's training. And he's like, whatever, I'll deal with it later. I'll try to make it up, whatever. I don't know. But he was just, he had a full days of like hard labor, type of work. And, it kicked his butt. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, because I worked at C&M Corporation in Oregon years ago, and I worked third shift as a cable inspector. And then whenever someone didn't come in for material handling on first shift, they'd ask me to work. So, and then vacations come up and all that other stuff. So at one point, I was working anywhere between 87 and 90 hours a week. And on day 13, they told me, "Don't come in tomorrow. You can't."
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I wasn't keeping track how many days. I was just,
You're just going, right?
I was making the money and I had the time, the effort, and I was young. I was go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens. You got to make that money.
What do you guys do? I mean, I hear about your meetings, but what do you do
For work?
Yeah.
So I'm a project manager for a pharmaceutical company. So I run clinical trials internationally for cancer trials, oncology.
See, no, that's something. There's a lot of information you'd have to learn for the job. I don't know if I do.
Well,
that.
I have a nursing background as well. So
Okay.
I'm a
So
registered
you're in
nurse as
medical
well.
field.
Mhm.
Medical field.
Yeah.
And I know Paul's retired, but what did you do when
I
you
was a technology manager. Actually, when I first started, we actually created our own software.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was no such a thing as buying it off the shelf.
Mm.
We had a bunch of people that what we would do is we'd code and we would build our own software to do the job that we wanted to do, which was an estimating software for poles and wires that you see out on the street.
Oh my
Wow.
God, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, technology was because of people like you. We got what we got today. You created things that.
I mean,
That's
when
cool.
I first started, there was no such thing as a computer.
Yeah.
The IBM computer finally came in. Remember that old big box came in with the big square thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And-
green screen, right? It was like
well,
a
that was the
green-
terminals.
Oh,
The
okay.
terminals, this was an IBM, but the terminals came in, which were dumped. It's nothing but terminals. And basically, what you did was type stuff into it.
Yep.
And then, of course, more computers came out, and then we started to develop our own software.
Wow.
But now you don't develop software anymore. You just buy it off
Yeah.
the shelf.
When I was in high school, I took a computer class, and it was just an in-house little net that I had to, for the first time, figure out how to write so that I could make the cursor on my instructor's computer flash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't get much past that.
Interesting.
I'm like, no, this ain't my thing.
Yeah.
the most I ever got close to coding was in the early days of social media. If y'all remember MySpace. Do you remember
Yes,
MySpace, like
I
prior
had a
to
MySpace.
Facebook? That was about as close to coding as I got. 'Cause remember, you'd have to go and like copy like the codes in order to have a music
Yeah.
playing in the background or a certain,
Yeah.
your setup for your page or whatever. That was it.
Yeah.
That was as far as I got.
I really didn't do a lot of coding. I depended on the people that worked for me. To do
Mhm.
the coding. But I had a lot of business background because my degree was in business, so I'm familiar with the business process. So we would all meet, decide what we wanted to do, and have it happen. And the coders would create the software to do what we wanted to do. But then I retired, and then I went back to work as a vendor, and I worked in accounting.
Really?
Yeah, I
You
worked,
went from coding to accounting?
went to accounting, and I worked in accounting because I was very familiar with accounting procedures with poles and wires.
Oh, okay.
So I worked with accounting, just checking the stuff that was coming in.
Huh.
Yeah. And then after that, I got hired back. I actually retired, went to accounting as a vendor for, I don't know, a year or 2 years. Then I came back, I got hired back in again as another employee.
What?
So I was an employee now. I wasn't a manager. I was just simply an employee. Right? And they gave me back my vacation.
They gave you back your vacation.
Oh my
I
God.
had 6 weeks.
Holy crap.
Wow.
So I got my vacation back. So now I work for another 5-6 years as a worker bee.
Working
Oh my
10 and a half
God.
months a year.
Then I started. Then I
With
learned.
less stress, right?
Yeah. Then I learned how to write SQL, which is just the code language that you could use to, access databases.
Okay.
And I was working from home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the only
So-
person I know that does coding is my daughter. She went to Johnson and Wales for web design.
Oh.
She got her bachelor's in that, and she does coding to create, web pages. And
No,
stuff.
I didn't get into that. My only coding I did was SQL, which is basically just to access databases and get information out of databases.
Just
That
like
was it.
So how long did you do that for?
About 5 years.
So-
I retired at 75 years old.
I was just going to say, so how long? So you've been out of it for just a few years now then?
Yeah, I retired at 75.
Wow. Holy cow. So how long in between you first retired to the contractor thing? Was that like a right away?
Yeah.
Wow.
I quit on the Monday. I got retired on the Monday and went back to work. I mean, on Friday, went back to work on the Monday.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
But at that time, if you were a vendor and you worked for a company, there was that rule in place that you couldn't work there for a long length of time. You had to leave. For
Yes. Same at
certain amount of-
Pfizer when I was at Pfizer.
Yeah, a certain
yeah.
amount of time, because if you didn't leave, then they would consider you being an employee,
Yeah.
then you could actually sue them for benefits.
Oh yeah, because
Mhm.
you were.
Yeah,
contracted.
so they'd kick you off. I didn't care. I collected
Yeah.
unemployment. I never collected unemployment in my life until that. So I collected unemployment.
Yeah.
And then that was over, and then I went back to work again.
Yep.
But then eventually I got rehired again. So, and then when I left, when I retired, guess what? They gave me, I got the severance when I left.
Wow.
So I got
Yeah,
a
guess
full
you're-
year severance when I left because they
The
wanted
final
me.
time?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I was there for all these years. They
Right.
gave me a full year severance pay. And I was getting paid every week. And I
Oh
was
my
working
God.
as a vendor.
Holy cow.
And I was collecting Social Security.
So that's
Jeez.
when you work, you put the time and effort, and you show people.
That's the
and,
way to do it.
Yeah.
They appreciate it. It's great.
That is the way to
Right.
retire.
Yeah.
You should write like a how-to manual,
Well-
like how to retire for dummies.
Well, when
like
you-
this
when
is
you
what
re-
you do.
When you retire and they call you back to work, do something else or something for them, you're saying, "Oh, I am a valued employee."
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
appreciate it. They
Yeah.
do appreciate you. That's
I didn't
great.
start another retirement because I was already retired. So I couldn't
Mhm.
start another.
Right, another retirement
Yeah.
I
fund.
started another 401k.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Huh,
All that
interesting.
401k is gone because.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Interesting.
So it's
So do you miss coding and accounting?
no.
I miss the people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the social aspect.
Yeah.
You miss all the people that you worked with for so many years that
Yeah.
you kind of miss them.
You ever get together with any of them? Or?
Yes, I get together once a month with 3 other individuals, and we all have lunch together.
Oh, nice.
We go all over
Yep.
this part of the state.
And are they all retired now too?
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
Well, that way you keep the friends, and you still get to know
Yeah.
each other like you have,
Oh, yeah.
and
Well-
update with each other and
Oh,
see
yeah.
what's going on.
And if you think about it, the people you work with, especially if you're like in an office, you're with them more than you are your family.
yes you
Yeah.
are.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, they become more than just your work people.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, So it's, you hear the terms work wife, work husband, that sort of thing. Obviously that can have a negative connotation, but there's a reason for it. I mean, you're with these people all the time.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
You
years
know?
I drove Class B truck, though, it didn't quite work that way.
Well, no,
It was
driving
me
a truck
alone
would
in the
probably be a
truck.
little different.
Well, no, but I got to know the people at my stops.
Yeah.
Those are the people I got
Mhm.
the chance to socialize, even if it was 10, 15 minutes
Yep.
while we're unloading or whatever, doing the paperwork, 10, 15 minutes. I got to know them a little bit. One
Yeah.
guy says to me, because I had my glasses on and they're the old fashioned photogray, they get really dark. And he says, do me a favor. When he first met me, take those glasses off. And he looks at my eyes. Oh, you got honest eyes. We're good. And that's
Aw.
just the way I'm like, I thought that was cool.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
a nice guy to, I really got along with him. And it was nice when you walk up and people appreciate the fact that you've delivered something on time and it's the
Mhm.
product they want.
Yep.
You get socializing.
Yeah. Well, same thing. I mean, Barb, who comes in and delivers the mail, she comes in every so often. We see her every day. I mean, we know Barb, we're like, oh, hey, what's going on? And you see her in different parts of town or the borough. And, she's more than just somebody who delivers your mail.
Right,
I mean,
right.
she's somebody you see every day. You chit
Chat,
chat. She plays with all the dogs.
It's
And,
part of the community. Part of the
Yeah,
community.
you do. I mean, when you see people like that all the time, it becomes more than just, an acquaintance or whatever. So,
They become
Oh, yeah.
part of your life. They're part of your, who you see on a daily basis. Who you have different interactions with.
mhm.
Chat.
Yep. Yeah, my
Yeah.
best friend, I met her when I started Pfizer back in 99 and met her there. And we've been best friends ever since. And, and it was just somebody that I met at work and we were literally like inseparable at work. We were always in each other's offices and, planning things for our office and all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff,
Yeah.
and literally best friends to this day.
Yeah.
We haven't worked together in, years, but that's what happens.
I mean, even when I was working back there, I mean, to sit down with the vice president, to sit down with the president.
Mhm.
I mean, sit down with the president. I mean, I was coming back on a trip one day from Texas, and who was there but the president of the CLMP.
Mhm.
So he walks up and we knew him, hey, could you watch my bag for me? So we all came back together on the same plane.
Yeah.
So, there's a president of the company,
Right.
which,
Yep.
doesn't happen today.
Mm-mm.
No,
No, not usually. You don't usually
No.
see that anymore.
executive VP, if you had a problem, he'd come and sit at your desk and talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen today.
No.
No.
You don't get many people who are working for companies where
No.
the president or higher ups or even anywhere on the facility. A lot of times,
Yeah.
you just they're in another state, they're in another
Yep,
country. It just
Exactly.
Mhm.
works so much differently today. Where
Yeah.
you had the owner who was the manager, who was the person who ran everything, that made
Yeah.
the decisions in a smaller company, and
Yep.
it makes it easier to get personal with them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have to say, when I do go into the office, I work from home now, but when I do go into we have a Boston office, when I do go in there, it's hard to get work done because you don't
Right.
see everybody
Gotta
all the
catch up.
time. So now you're catching up with everybody. And every time you turn the corner, you're like, oh, hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
So then at the end of the day, you're like, I've gotten nothing done. I've gone to a couple of meetings and I still have a whole inbox full of emails and my whole to-do list has nothing crossed off. But I've said hi to everybody. I had lunch. I've had coffee,
Oh, yeah.
but nothing's actually been accomplished.
So the water cooler was busy, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a cooler.
Yeah, what's that? Well,
What's
actually now at Chip Hill Elementary School, I went there to do field day this year with my granddaughters, and the water bubblers that are built into the wall for
Yep.
years have been there. You push a little water bubble. Well, now they got this thing on the top of it where you actually just fill your bottle.
Fill your bottle. Yeah.
Oh,
I've
really?
seen
I'm like, oh, that's new
those.
to me. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I survived without having a bottle, through high
Isn't
school.
that crazy?
I don't know about you, but I got
Uh,
off the bottle. It was, I think I was 1.5.
Yeah.
But I never had a water bottle in the
Oh,
school
okay.
system.
That
and
was
the
never
water
a thing
bottles-
when we were younger.
No,
You just, if you needed a
no.
drink, you went to the fountain.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that's true.
You used it as an excuse to leave the
That's
classroom.
it. You
Don't
gotta
put
break
your
it.
mouth on a fountain.
Yes. Yep.
But now I guess water is, and talking about water, the concept of drinking 64 ounces of water a day, 8-ounce glasses.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a concept that was born in the 60s by doctors, saying that the average person needs to drink about 64 ounces of water, 68 ounces of water, eight ounce glasses,
hmm
64 ounces. And looking back now, doing research on that and listen to NPR radio and then researching it more myself, found out that during World War II, they were trying to figure out how much water they have to supply the soldiers each per day for the average soda to be able to be, hydrated so it works well for them.
Mm-hmm.
And the study said that a grown man who is working out like a soldier is and doing things in physical work needs to have about 64 ounces of water a day. That decides, and that's just an average. Now it's broken down to average body size, average amount of work, So in the 60s, some reason, somewhere along the line, the doctors picked that up. And when they picked that up, it's all of a sudden this craze of water that slowly grew over time. And then all of a sudden we have plastic bottles that are being, single serve or two servings or whatever.
Yep.
And they got water everywhere. And this water industry grew and more people think, oh, well, we need more water. Well, come to find out the average child should be getting around 24 to 28 ounces a day. Well, they got a 32-ounce bottle that they're filling out 3 times, and they're saying, "I got to go to the bathroom."
Yeah,
Like, well, I wonder why you're drinking.
Oh my God!
You're drinking twice to 3 times as much
Yeah.
as your body actually needs a day.
Yeah.
So I found that interesting because it was just something I have to catch online on NPR radio saying this is what do you think good thing to look into. So yeah,
and you
I was wondering
can,
where the water thing came from.
and it is possible to drink too much.
Well,
Not a lot of people know that or understand it, but you can have water intoxication and literally overdose
They call that
essentially
drowning.
on water. Yeah.
Yeah. Drowning.
Yeah. Except it's just not in your lungs, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, your kidneys can only filter so much so fast. So, it's,
That's why I wonder why allowing kids to constantly drink,
yeah,
even if it's a couple ounces here, a couple ounces there, a couple ounces here, by the end of the day, how much have they drank?
it's a lot.
Is that good on their bodies over time? I don't know.
I think like everything, I think a lot of that water stuff boils down to money. Like you said, it's become an industry.
Well, it's an industry.
I mean, look at even Mike One, right? On
Yeah.
TikTok, making tumblers. Those, 24-ounce tumblers or
Something to
whatever
drink.
they are. I mean,
Something to
it's
drink.
right. Something, people put coffee or whatever, but that's still liquid. It's still, going filtering through your kidneys. I mean, look, I carry this sucker around with me. And, that was, $20 or whatever on Amazon. And, and everyone's got their Stanley cups and their Yetis and their whatever, it's become an industry to make money. And then the packaged water bottles.
a friend of mine this summer, he's an elderly gentleman. He wasn't feeling good. So he went to the doctor and says, well, you're dehydrated because of the heat. He's drinking water, but not enough because of the heat. So he realized, the doctor says, okay, drink more. He goes, okay, I'll go get some soda. And I said, no,
It's a little different.
no, get some water. Well, I'll have a cup of coffee. I says, no, that's a diuretic. It's going to actually take the water out of your body.
Yeah.
So a lot of us got to understanding what we're supposed to be drinking. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so,
And sometimes you need the electrolytes too. It's not just, if you're drinking a lot of water, like sometimes like my water looks cloudy at times, but it's because I add like some electrolytes
yeah,
to
there's
it.
the
'Cause when
6
you're-
basic electrolytes.
Yeah.
that we
When
have
you're
to
drinking,
maintain.
a lot of water, you need to replace, not just the water.
And
but the
that's
It's
what
cloudy, all right.
the sports.
Yeah, it
drinks-
is, isn't it? I know.
The sport
It
drinks
looks
are good for
gross,
that
but
too.
it's
But the thing is with the sports drinks, the concerns are that there's too much sugar.
sugar.
and,
Yeah. I stay away from that
how
stuff.
how do you make electrolyte? I don't know. How does it taste like that?
It's unflavored.
You can't-
So
you
it's a
can't-
little, it just tastes like regular water.
Just taking regular water.
It looks gross. It looks like it's just cloudy, nasty water,
Yeah.
but it's just a little tiny scoop, like maybe a teaspoon of it's. I get it from like a health food thing, but it's just a powder, and I put it in there, and it's electrolytes,
so
and that's enough.
it's already pre-measured, or you guys just measure?
It comes with a little scoop,
Oh, okay.
so a little
You
scoop.
put
It's
it
like
in
about a
just-
teaspoonish. Yeah.
And then for what do you got there? Half
I-
gallon jug?
This is 120 ounces, so it's a gallon, a little over. Yeah.
Well, 128 in a
It's-
gallon. So it's just
so,
shy of a
yeah,
gallon.
yep.
Yeah.
So
but that's not. But then you got your electrolytes
Yeah.
for the day. Now, do you drink that whole gallon in a day?
no,
Oh, okay.
I have.
Oh,
I
well,
have,
I'm
but-
not saying on the hot days where it's 115 feels like it's 115, even though it's
Yeah.
90 something, and you really just can't. Yeah, I can understand
I-
that those days.
Yeah, no, I try. No, I definitely don't every day. I have, but I try to do at least half of this. a day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
You're at this point that says no excuses.
I know.
I know.
I don't like those stupid, like, I'm not a big fan of those, but
Well, they
it
got
came with it.
comments on it.
Yeah, they're like little, like, oh, you can do it. You know,
that's to
drink
encourage
more.
you to
Don't
drink more
stop.
water so you
Yeah.
can buy another bottle
Yeah,
so you can forget
pee
this
more.
one somewhere and buy another one.
Yeah, and I'm literally peeing like all the time. So that's the downside. And for those women who out there who have had kids, you know what that's like. It's a pain. But I'm trying to, just trying to get a little bit of water in. That's all. Because I was a diet soda drinker. I was not a water drinker. I have to force myself to drink water. So I'm trying to get, for a while now, I've been trying to get rid of the soda and do more of this.
Well, when you get to Vegas at 115
Yeah.
degrees, you'll be going through 2 or 3 of
No
those.
kidding. I'm
My
hoping,
children's
Rich
children's
can handle
grandfather used to say, "I don't drink water; it would rust my pipes."
it would rust my pipes.
Like, okay,
That's
Just
an
his
interesting
little thing.
take on that.
Yeah,
Okay, I like it.
it would.
I like it. Yeah, I'm worried about Rich being out in Vegas with the heat. I mean, he thinks it's hot now.
What
It's
time are you going?
barely 80. September 6th. So it shouldn't be too bad, but
No.
we'll see. You know how he is. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
anything above like 50, he's like, oh, it's hot.
It'll be above 50 at that time of year.
So
Wait
I'll
a
be
minute. Wait a
good.
minute. He's in the fire department,
He is.
and he
He
doesn't
doesn't-
like heat.
No. I mean, he'll
Okay.
handle it, but he doesn't. Yeah, he's very sensitive to heat.
It's a dry heat, though.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Well, and
fire
he's
department.
I
very
was actually,
sensitive.
I saw it. I was watching the news, and it was like 110 in Arizona, but the humidity was at 10%.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And he is very sensitive to humidity. I
So
think that's
there's no
usually what gets
humidity.
him more.
So
That's part of the reason why I like the White Mountains is the humidity's so low.
Mhm.
Even when it rains within an hour or so, it just dries
Dry,
right out because
yeah.
they're higher elevations.
Yeah. Yep. When the other times we've been to Vegas, it was in December. So
Oh,
it was,
that's cool.
yeah, it was nice and cool. And
Yeah.
the nights were even chilly.
Well, we got a question. Does moonshine count as water? It's clear, but I don't know how much.
I'm going to say yes. It's a liquid.
It's a
It's a fluid.
it's, a
It's
liquid.
hydrating. And if you drink enough of it, you don't care. Right?
That's the only part I can get to work. You don't care. Yeah. Wow. Well, they got flavored moonshine too.
Apple pie moonshine. Ooh, good stuff. But yeah, I mean, you could chase it with a little bit of a water
That's
if
it.
you wanted
That's
to.
it. That's it. You have some moonshine, have some water.
Yeah. Maybe put some ice in it.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know.
as the water.
Yeah.
It's the water. That's true.
Yep.
I don't know. I've never had moonshine, so I wouldn't know if it's better.
Oh,
warm or
you're
cold.
missing out.
I got friends who drink it.
Good stuff. All right. Well, it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it is time to go,
Time
isn't it?
flies when
Well, we
you're
made
having
it through
fun.
time page 2 of the 8-page diary we're going to have here.
Day 2 is a
Day
wrap.
2 is a wrap. All right. So, who's going to be here tomorrow? I know I am.
You're not here tomorrow, right?
Paul's not here tomorrow.
All right. So I think it's me.
Me? Oh, yeah. Okay,
I think
two
it's
of us.
me.
Yeah. Who else could be?
I haven't seen Jim
Jim.
Barney in a while.
Is Jim?
Jim might be here.
Jim might be
I
here.
think
Good.
he asked him for Jim to come, so
Okay.
That'll be
he
awesome.
might show up.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. Good. It's nice to talk to different people that,
Mm-hmm.
I know a little bit. I don't know all of you a lot, but I know Paul and I have had a little more chat, and I think of anybody else here that I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but yeah.
And we
Good.
can try to find people if we need them.
Yeah, and I'll see if I can figure out how to run this rig correctly tomorrow again.
Get in the
Today
door.
was better.
It was better.
Today was
Yeah.
better.
No, I meant as far as the operating the computer.
Yeah, no,
program
you
and-
did. You did good.
Didn't
just-
start
we
off
gotta
well. We couldn't get in.
We didn't have.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
we couldn't get in the door this
Yeah,
morning.
the door. That's a problem.
Well,
but-
the keypad on the back wasn't working for us, but then when the gentleman who works downstairs came in, he gladly let us in, and as soon as he put his what do you call it
like
on the
key
phone?
fob thing.
No,
Or-
no,
yeah.
it's on the phone. He has the thing on
The
the
app.
phone, the app on the phone. And all of a sudden the keypad lit up. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
okay. So, well,
I have to say one thing. It just reminded me. Somebody I was talking to last night said that you sound just like Mike One.
I sound, yeah, a lot of people say I
They
sound a lot
said
like
they said
him.
they had like minimized it, but was still listening, and they
And,
thought
yeah.
Mike One
Well,
was back.
You got to figure when you
Yeah.
hang around for close to 40 years,
You may want to change your
you're going to
voice.
pick up you're going to pick up patterns of speech. You're going to pick up and
Yeah, you
fluctuations.
may want to consider changing your.
But
Changing it up.
when I call bingo, I've been told I sound like a 1970s game show host. So,
Oh, jeez.
so I'm like, I don't know who we are. We get there when we get there.
Yep.
All right. So thank you both for coming. I appreciate
Thank
it. And we'll
Good job
see.
today.
We'll start this again tomorrow. Goodbye,
Yep.
everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Have a good one.
You too.